So this gypsy song called Gypsy song, yeah, it's about a woman who would have been burned in the 16th, 17th century. But thank to God I live this century and not in these times. I think I say a lot of things in my songs that others don't really say. But I like that because maybe that's my role in life, to sing for myself and for a community. Like in the old tribes or ancient time, the singer always has this role of sing out things that on the depth of that are lying on the depth of our souls. But maybe she or he has the voice or the words for it. But I always think of this like a service. Like I serve myself. Of course, I want to have changes in my life, but I think the real thing, when the song is heard by others and their life start to change by what they hear in the song. So in this song, I was thinking about the gypsy in me, because I have a little bit of gypsy blood from the mother side. So my grandfather was a gypsy, and I have a deep connection to him. He was a bass player and a very good singer. And when he heard me singing when I was a little child, he said, "I'm telling you, she's gonna be in television. She'll sing in there. She'll be a good big singer." And I remember that I'm a little girl and I look at him. Anyway, he had a huge ear, and when I sang to him, I had the feeling that he make even grow these big ear. So I like very much his being in me, because I think his genes are in me. And I just know one little fragmental song of him, and I made a duo with this, like kind of Natalie Cole and Nat King Cole. So I made a duo with this song, and it was beautiful because I never practiced particularly this song, but when I entered to the studio and I've heard it in the earphones, it was just the same rhythm of the breath and the soul, so it was like perfect. Ha ezer évvel előbb élek, ej a mágián elégetnek, boszorkánynak bélyegeznek, megköveznek, megveretnek, vagyok sima cigányrima, ajkamon szól énekima. And I think my grandfather would love this song, and I like that. So what's gypsy in me? It's not really the same gypsy style that you can see in the gypsy groups, because I'm not a traditional gypsy woman. I'm not anyway. But what's gypsy in me? Maybe this deep desire to sing truth, what sounds sincere inside. So if I put words to sing, I don't want to sing things that it's not true for me. And that's why I started to write songs, because I'm coming from the folk music milieu, but after a certain time I felt that it's not true, that it's not what I want to have, it's not what I feel inside. So I needed to put my own words for it, for the melodies, or for the ambience, or for the thing I live inside. So kind of I'm grateful to this courage and this maybe also gypsy in me, that I feel passionately these things inside me, and this passion leads me to put to the paper and sing it out. And also I have the courage to put different things together, which maybe don't match for the first sight, for the first hearing, but they do when you when you work enough with it. And it's also true to my little group that for the first sight these are jazz musicians and classical musicians and folk musicians. How does it come together? And it does. You just have to sit enough around a song. You have to talk about it. You have to have new solutions or experiment with them. And I like that gypsy thing in me. I did a did a did a yam da 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 da. I did a did a did a yam da 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 da. I did a did a did a yam da 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 da. And I also take the road towards something new all the time. And I don't say I don't have fear. No, I really have a lot of fear when I do something innovative, but still I go towards this fear. And yeah, I learned in a way not to stop when I feel the fear. And talking about new things and about gypsy subject, I also tell the story that I could have, I have a reason now to have more fear because I will play in a French film. It's also a gypsy subject, a film about Django Reinhardt's life, and I have the chance to play Django's wife in the film. And it's a real big thing, French film. So I will play in French and in Manouche, so Sinto-Roma language. And of course, it's a huge challenge. I've never done a long film like this. I sang in French films and Hungarian films before, but now it's like a big role. And I think it will be rewrite my story a little bit. So the next months, I spend with my colleagues in this French film, so I know concerts. And of course, I will play a Roma woman, which is partly me, partly not. So Nagin is not me, but in this vision of Etienne Comar, so the filmmaker. Yeah, I will probably fit. That's why he chose me. So it's a big challenge, a big fear, and still I go towards this fear of making it.
Fú, de belekölti meg, a kutya pont jó.
Kutya jó! Ennyi volt.